cheaters, skill-based matchmaking, hit registration, Blackcell. Man, there's a lot of things going on with Call of Duty in the past month. And if you think about it, the game's only been out for a month. Wow, that's actually quite a lot. So I decided to take all this and put it into a video. The pros and cons of this Call of Duty in this year. Activision has done some things quite well in this Call of Duty, and also some really nefarious stuff. In this video, I'm going to cover both. We're going to actually go back and see what the 1 month of playing COD has actually come down to. And don't forget, there's a comment section down there. Speak your mind. If there's something in this video I didn't cover, or something you disagree with, go ahead. Write it down, let everyone know. I read through all the comments. And while you're down there, hit that like and subscribe button. We can keep these videos coming out. So without taking too much of your time, let's run right into this video. For the first pro, it's going to be something that everyone can probably guess. It's the biggest selling point. It's the Omnimovement. The movement is amazing. The sliding, the mantling, everything is just so fluid. It's kind of the core mechanic of this entire game. That's a huge pro, but what comes with all that extra movement, the skill gap raises. So these players that just were casual, worked all day, came home at night, just casual players, the skill gap has come to a point where it is too much. It's impossible for them to actually play a match without getting slid, back jump, 360, no scope or something. It's crazy. So with the pro of Omnimovement came the con of the skill gap. That's up in the air. Some people still don't enjoy the Omnimovement. They like it just normal boots on the ground. But I think it's a good mix between where we were at one point with the jetpacks to now being boots on the ground. This Omnimovement is just very fluid. Oh, now we're gonna go back to Modern Warfare 2 on this one. The menus there were just atrocious. I am so glad Treyarch decided to actually take a step back and go for the menus and lobbies we had prior, or at least close to. Something that's simple, easy to maneuver. I don't have to go through 10 different tabs to actually get to the one I want. This is a major improvement, and it makes it just much easier and much more enjoyable just to be in the game. So that's a huge win on their side. Next, I'm going back to Zombies. Zombies is starting to have that OG feel. It's been fun, it's been awesome. Even with all the new stuff that they added to the game, it doesn't feel like it's straying too far from the old zombie path. Great going back to the old school ways, and it should just continue to be in every single game from here on out. If you're for that, put it down below, let Activision know, but 100% Zombies should never leave ever again. Now for the next one, I'm going to talk about one of the major selling points on this game for me. It's how the guns feel. The guns feel phenomenal. The weight, the recoil, just everything feels right. They hit the nail on the head. I would hope Call of Duty over these years can finally make this right, and they have. The guns just feel good to play with. No matter what gun you play with, whether it's SMG, AR, sniper, marksman rifle, shotgun, even the shotguns feel good again. Anything you play with just feels right. Now, on the downside is the hit registration in this game. It has been terrible, and it's been a wide controversy the last few weeks. We're going to talk about skill-based damage. People are talking about just lag. There's several different points here that culminate to a terrible hit registration, which 20 bullets to kill someone is just way too far. So yeah, they could still fix that, which you would think they got the gun feel right, that they could actually get their servers to work for once. Don't even get me started on the bugs. The bugs have been everywhere. Every new game, yes, they do have bugs, but the bugs on this one have been a little ridiculous. Having a secondary in your knife slot for rank, not being able to customize your class, several things out there that should have been well tuned into the system from day one, especially the audio bugs. But nevertheless, most of these are being fixed and have been fixed, so it's a con in the past month, but that con is slowly disappearing. The maps in this game are very unique. Personally, I enjoy the hell out of them. I'm going to actually be making a video ranking the maps in this game soon, so be on the lookout for that. Don't forget to subscribe for the next video. And they are actually pretty fun. With the Omnimovement added, getting from one spot on a map to another is interesting. There have been a few questionable things they added in the maps to just make them there for whatever reason. Besides that, maps are great. We don't have a lot of remakes. Now, I'm wondering if with the release of the new maps, we'll get more and more remakes. I'm never really a big fan on that. A few remakes are okay, but let's keep it fresh. Let's keep it new. Tired of people already knowing every single sight line from the day you start playing the match to whenever. It doesn't make it enjoyable for a new release of a map. But thus far, the maps are pretty unique, and that's definitely going to chalk up to a pro. Now to the attachments. This one is just awesome. When I put an attachment on a gun, I expect it to do something positive, right? I'm not adding an attachment to actually negatively affect. So in this game, majority of the attachments, there are a few that have negatives, mostly magazines and some grips, or even some barrels. But most attachments in this game are all positive effects. No tuning, just they're all positive, so going gunfighter for every class really isn't a bad thing to do. The more attachments, the better the gun. That's just, in layman's terms, that just feels right. It seems how it should be. If you put more stuff on it, it should be better overall. And in this game, they have worked towards that. Most attachments aren't going to negatively impact you, so you can kind of suit your style the way you want, which is just amazing. I love it, and I'm pretty sure most of you other guys do love it too, so that's a positive. Now I'm going to talk about one of the bigger cons here, Blackcell. And it's not to be done with. This game is not the last they're going to do it. But the amount they're trying to sell people at this point is just exponentially growing and growing. I'm tired of it. I get it. They're a business. They need to make money. But it's just becoming too much, especially with this new Blackcell experience booster. I think we're all tired of it. And you're unlocking skins that everyone else has. What's so special about that? That's kind of where I'm kind of on Blackcell. I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't see it going away, but that's going to be a con in my book. And the same with lack of game modes. Other Call of Duties had many more game modes, party games for one, and there were just a few more game modes that were missing that I don't know why they get rid of them and then they come back and get rid of them. They should just all be here at all times. Let everyone enjoy the game to the fullest. Why not? Now going back to zombies for a second. This is awesome. Direct mode for zombies. Whoever came up with this idea, amazing. Pat it on the back, deserve a golden star. This lets people who aren't diehard of the zombie game mode to actually enjoy the story of zombies. It's going to start pulling people into the zombie community that we've needed for years. I'm so glad this is a thing now. Now we're going back to a pro. Prestige being back. That is amazing. Now, the fact that people have already made it to Prestige Master, mostly cheating. I'm going to say that, mostly cheating. Nuke Squad finally made it, which is amazing. That's a lot of work and a lot of time and effort went into that. Congrats to them. But Prestiges have always been a way to show how much you actually played the game. Other Call of Duties held it behind a season lock, which was stupid. Got to the max Prestige, now you feel like you're just wasting time with your experience. But the way it is now is you always level up, there's always something to progress to, and you get to keep starting over and getting everything leveled up again. That's fun, that's enjoyable, that gives me something to work toward. That's what always needs to stay there. Now we're going to go over the last two cons. EOMM. I'm not going to go too much into this. I do have a video that I uploaded recently about this. It's a way that Call of Duty uses an algorithm to actually keep you engaged in the game more, whether you want it or not. It's a way for them to sell more. That's a con. I wish they went just back to no skill-based matchmaking, nothing like that, to where we played who we played. It was ping was king, and that was it. All the matches weren't sweaty try-hard matches. And double experience points out of matches. My timer shouldn't be going down while I'm waiting in the lobby. Come on, guys. I pop an hour. I should get an hour worth of double XP. I'm not wasting it in here. Come on. That's stupid. I don't know why that ever became a thing. Ugh. Now, the two so-sos. These are up in the air. How your KD ratio is determined. Getting a kill in the old games and getting an assist are two totally different things. Now in this game, if you do a bit of damage to someone and someone else takes them out, it gives you a kill, which actually kind of skews the KD ratios, making you think you're doing better than you are. I'm part of this. My KD's higher because of that. It's super inflated. KD is kill to death, not elim to death. It's just something that should be, if you get an assist, it's an assist. That's it. Maybe 2 assists count as a kill, but beyond that, no. KD should go back to how it was. I may be the only one screaming this. I don't know, but let me know what you think down below. And then the last thing is cheaters, what they're doing about it. Cheaters have been around for a long time. Call of Duty has been making some big milestones, but it's a terrible thing that you can go into a lobby and see a very obvious blatant cheater and nothing happens. With all the talk of the AI and Ricochet and all this, why is it that us humans are seeing this and can easily just say, yeah, he's cheating 100%, but all these back systems aren't doing a damn thing? Yes, they've made strides and at least they're pushing towards it, but until it's resolved, which I get, there will always be cheaters, but until it's resolved, this is kind of up in that so-so category. And cheaters are still all about, but they are pushing to fix it, which is a good thing. So that wraps up the pros and cons of Call of Duty in its first month. Yeah, seems like it's been a lot longer, but it really hasn't. Overall, if you were to score it out of 10, I'd say this is a pretty solid 8, maybe a 7.5 with Call of Duty releases. And with the cheaters going away, it could easily go up higher. I hope you like this, and if you have anything positive or negative or whatever you want your 2 cents are, now's the time to do it. Like and subscribe. See you on the next one. Peace.